warnings continuing until 7 to 8 p.m. to account for the rain that has already caused some flooding issues. And there have been several reports of some street flooding, especially on the eastern, generally side of New Orleans, also around St. Rose. We heard some reports that some streets were filling with water, and it seems extremely likely that some of you in Kenner and Metairie have seen some street flooding as well, with that nearly 4 inches of rain recorded over the past couple of hours at the airport. A lot of that with that big heavy cell that was just really slowly moving into the city. Now we're looking at a much quieter scene, so it's nice to see this radar scene even quieter than what I showed you at 6 p.m. on the dot. You can see we do have some thunderstorm action again south of Des Allemands toward the coast, so if you're around Cutoff or more coastal spots than that, we do have some heavier rain. Slidell finally on the fringes where this big downpour is leaving you, so this is moving across now Hancock County, and I do think that it'll be near Diamond Head and Bay St. Louis maybe within the next 15-20 minutes or so. We also have some lighter rain out in other parts of the North Shore that have already gotten some heavier rain. But as we lose daytime heating getting into the next couple of hours toward sunset at 8, all this should be wrapping up. And tonight does look quiet after that. Checking again really quickly on those Doppler radar rainfall totals. These are just estimated by radar, but I was showing you that they are indicating up to 2 to 4+ inches of rain, with the heaviest it recorded right here around very busy areas around Kenner and Metairie from just about an hour or so ago. And then also more than 3 inches with this area on the eastern edge of Slidell and other spots around the North Shore and into Mississippi, up to about 1 or 2 inches. Look at that rainfall total at the airport at Kenner, almost 4 inches. As I said, reserve over an inch, and some other spots still appear to be coming in, like Slidell likely got a bit more than that, at least in some parts of the city. We do have more rain out to the north of us as well, but thankfully heading into Saturday night, this particular part of the complex of showers and storms we've seen is weakening. So our high resolution model showing by 7 p.m. we're a lot quieter, maybe still some coastal showers or storms, and then this is 9 p.m. a whole lot quieter. Overnight, not expecting a lot of rain, although we have a slim chance for a shower or storm. And then this is on your Sunday, Father's Day, moving toward lunchtime, maybe a few isolated or spotty showers or storms. Same thing through the afternoon. 3 p.m. this model actually has less around than what we saw today. But of course, if you're under one of these, you're going to be affected for your Father's Day plans with whatever that is around 3 p.m. Afternoon would be the most likely time frame for rain. And then it looks like it could wrap up maybe around 6 or 7 like we're seeing right now. And then toward 10 p.m. we're looking much quieter for tomorrow. Look at the temperatures though. We love when this happens. Temperatures go from 90s to 70s so quick when you get these big downpours. Tonight we're expecting temperatures pretty comfy, 80s to 70s for the rest of this evening. And then our lows north and south of the lake, humid, but 70s for those temperatures early tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow, 91, 92 or so. And a good chance, 60% for those afternoon hit or miss scattered showers and storms. And in fact, we stay in this pattern all the way through Wednesday, it looks like. Rain, as I said, mostly in the afternoons to early evenings. A couple of stronger heavy storms can't be ruled out, just like today, but we aren't looking for it everywhere all day long. It's the hit or miss downpours that we know about in the summertime. And then late next week, we transition to a different pattern with less rain and more heat. Here's our current pattern around this big high to our east. It's been pumping in that Gulf moisture. So when these storms start to spring up with the daytime heating, we have a lot of moisture in our atmosphere that they can tap into, and that's why they're dumping this heavy rain. So through Wednesday, we have the same setup. We're between the two highs. We're in a weakness, and we are looking at that weak troughing weakness kind of setup that will help showers and storms to form. But look what happens toward the end of next week. A big high starts to shift back in. So that will suppress our rain chances and rain formation. And you know that's going to make us heat up. So we'll be sizzling all afternoon as opposed to getting a hot kind of feel and then some scattered storms. So that rain chance going down to 30% Thursday, and Friday and Saturday maybe as slim as 20%. So next weekend will be more of a hot, humid, and less rainy kind of setup. But tomorrow, be ready for those scattered storms.